Referencing sources in the APA 7th edition format. Using credible sources to back claims and arguments is central to academic writing. As you do, you must acknowledge the sources in the body of your work and provide a full list of sources cited at the end. Let's learn about academic citations using the APA 7th edition citation style as example. APA is a commonly used formatting style developed by the American Psychological Association. It uses a brief in-text citation directing readers to a full reference list entry. When doing in-text citations, the writer will indicate the author's last name and year of publication of the work cited. This helps readers locate the full corresponding reference at the end of the paper. So, what does a reference entry following the APA 7th style look like? Simply speaking, APA 7th edition references consist of 4 key elements: author, date, title, and source. These components should always appear in this particular order and be separated by periods. Now, let's take a closer look at each of these elements. To cite sources with individual authors, start by indicating the author's last name, followed by their initials. For 2 authors, use an ampersand to separate them. For 3 or more authors, use commas and an ampersand before the final author. For organizations, simply state their full names. Lastly, for sources with more than 20 authors, include the names of the first 19 authors and then insert an ellipsis before adding the last author's name. Following the author's names, indicate the year of publication in parentheses for sources such as journal articles and books. If the publication date is not available, put ND in parentheses instead. When citing sources such as online newspapers, you may need to include the full date, including the year, month, and day. Then put in the title. Make sure to use sentence case, which means capitalizing only the first word, proper nouns, and words following punctuation like a colon. Finally, don't forget to mention the source. For journal articles, include the journal name, volume number, issue number, page range, and DOI if available. Make sure to capitalize the first letter of all major words in the journal names. Remember, italicize the journal name and volume number, and put the issue number in parentheses. If you are referencing books, italicize the book title and include the publisher's name. Sometimes you may need to cite a book chapter from an edited book, in which case write "in" after the title of the chapter, followed by the initials of the editors and their last names, and place ED dot within parentheses. You should also indicate the page range of the chapter. Different from journal articles, you will need to add PP dot before the page numbers of the chapter. Italicize only the book title. For newspaper articles, simply include the full date. And if you are citing an article from an online source, be sure to include the website name as well as the URL. Here is an example of a list of references. Arrange the references in alphabetical order and use hanging indent, where all lines are indented except for the first line of each entry. Gen AI can be extremely useful in helping you learn how to write references. You will learn more about this in the next video. Don't forget to check out our quiz at the end.